use neurological testing to validate and prove that your child's brain does not process in a balanced way. And it's fascinating to get that information. Our obstacle is those tests are designed to show you how the brain responds to different types of stimulation. They are not designed to tell you why. And I feel at the core of myself, if you want to affect change, you need to get a good read on why is this happening? What is driving the train on this? So I decided to unplug. I decided to step way back and take a global look at why the human brain may possibly develop obstacles with learning. And if you decide to jump on board with the right side of learning, where we start is with understanding the basic structure of how the human brain is designed. So you've all got this right here. I use this every day, all day long. The human brain is amazing. There's 2 hemispheres to the brain. The hemispheres are the size of your fist. You put your fists together. That's it. That's your power. The 2 pieces of the brain do not link or touch in any way. There's a small amount of space in between filled with what's called the corpus callosum, and it is like a telephone system. It sends the electrical signals back and forth. In a perfect learning situation, your child's brain is firing information from left to right in a very balanced way. But as you probably suspect, that isn't always happening. Because you can see it, you're living it. The left hemisphere of the brain is a word-thinking machine. So if you can imagine, you're sitting in front of a television set, there's no picture, just a static, but the volume's going. That's essentially what it's like for the left side of the brain. The left side of the brain learns by trying over and over and over and over and over. It learns by lining things up sequentially, 1 by 2 by 3 by 4, and doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and building logical sequences. The left side of the brain thinks at a fairly slow rate. It processes 2 to 3 words a second, which at that rate, you are consciously aware of what you're thinking about. So if I look at you and I can tell you're thinking, and I ask you, hey, what are you thinking about? And you're able to tell me, you're in the left hemisphere of the brain. This hemisphere is logical, reasonable, and organized. You're already saying, okay, my child's right brain dominant, so let's just get to it. The right side of the brain is a whole nother universe, and I happen to think it's absolutely amazing. The right hemisphere of the brain only thinks with pictures, only visual images. So now you have your television set. The pictures are running across it, but there is no sound. This hemisphere of the brain learns by physically doing things, living it, touching it, manipulating it, owning it, making it out a personal understanding of the information. It processes at an incredible rate, 32 pictures a second. And at that rate, your thought process becomes unconscious. You become unaware of what you're thinking about. So now when you ask your child, hey, what are you thinking about? And they're like, nothing. They really mean it. They don't know what they're thinking about. You can tell they're somewhere. Where are you? If I could only know that place that you go. But it is unconscious to them. The right hemisphere of the brain is an incredible place because it's the part of you that can have an idea or a thought that does not exist. It's creative, and it takes illogical jumps in reasoning. And that's essential to the human experience. It is only because we have this ability that the human animal distinguishes itself from any other animal in the animal kingdom. We are the only one that thinks about something and what it might become, or thinks about something and what else completely different it could become. So the quality of the brain to do that is the most important quality we have in order to develop new technology, new ideas, a cutting-edge economy, everything that we as adults think is fabulous. However, as a little guy in a learning environment, that creativity can about kill you. So we want to tap into what's possibly going on.